What up, bitches? It's the MisanthropikOne, aka Seventh Sovereign, back up in this bitch for another rant slash review. Today, let's talk about this album right here, Kottonmouth King's latest album, 420, released on 420. Kottonmouth Kings, wow, man. I used to listen to these guys when they first blew up with that song, Bump, 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 that was back in, I think it was like 2000 or some shit, or 1999, I forget. It was around that time, and, I was bumping these guys heavy, and I was heavily into them, but after a while, I kind of grew out of them because they started, I forget what the last album I got by them was. I think it was like Rolling Stone or some shit. It just, they just started going into this like sublime-ish territory, like it wasn't even rap anymore. It was just like, make it straight, almost straight sublime songs. I think Rolling Stone was the last one I got. I'm trying to remember, but whatever. That's besides the point. But, I will give it to these guys. They stay on their grind because it's like every year they're releasing an album. And that takes, a lot of determination and hard work. So I do give Kottonmouth Kings that. But as for this album, what can I say? They added a new member, a new MC called Dirtball, who is a fast rapper, rapid rapper, whatever you want to call him. He adds some spice to Kottonmouth Kings, not saying that they didn't rap fast already because, on some songs they do rap a little bit fast, but Dirtball raps, quick, and that he's a good addition to the group. My gripe with Kottonmouth Kings, their production and their beats sometimes are hit or miss. And on this album, it's like it's like the same thing. It's just like some beats fit the song, some are just like, they're just taking the southern snare, and it feels like just because that stupid annoying southern snare is big, like, yeah, we'll just run with that, and I just don't like that. The content of the album, I mean, Kottonmouth Kings, what the fuck you think they rap about? Rap about that ganja, that's primarily what they rap about, and good times of positive vibes, saying fuck authority, which I'm down with, like it's all good, but the production, if it doesn't go hand in hand, it's just like, it's almost like it's not going anywhere. It's sort of stagnant, and they get some comparison to Cypress Hill because of the content, but the difference is Cypress Hill, their beats and production, the way they go sometimes, it's like, it's totally different. Like, they got them banging ass beats. They got DJ Muggs, one of the illest producers in the game, and I mean, if they stepped up their shit production wise, I mean, this album would have been iller, I bought this also because at Best Buy they had a bonus disc, and altogether this was only $7.99. So I'm getting 20 songs on the regular disc plus another 11 on the bonus disc. So I'm getting 31 songs for $7.99. So I said, you know what? Let me pick this up because I'm not ignorant to who the Kottonmouth Kings are. I have a few of their albums. My favorite albums are like Royal Highness, what's the one with Peace Not? Is that, yeah, I think that's Royal Highness. Hidden Stash. I like that. Like their first early albums, like shit with the album with Bump on it, the album with Peace Not Greed. I'm getting the titles mixed up in my head, but uh, yeah, this album, my rating of it personally is a 6.5 to 7 because I feel that even with the addition of Dirtball, that is a good step in the right direction, but they really, 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 really need the production like very uniform on their albums. That's my biggest problem with the Kottonmouth Kings. Other than that, you know, I support them and their movement. Which brings me on to the second half of this rant slash review. A lot of my subscribers want to know about my thoughts on Juggalos and that whole movement and shit. Well, personally, and they want to know if I'm one. Personally, I respect the movement. You know, the Juggalo movement. You know, it's very independent. You know, it's a grassroots movement. Started by Insane Clown Posse, and I give them a lot of props. You know, they got loyal fans. Everything's in house. Everything's treated like a family, and I really like that unity. The one thing I don't like are these asshole juggalos, you know, that just, you know, almost promote homophobia and just say stupid ass shit, you know, and go to shows to fight and you know, or have that state of elitism, like, oh, I'm a bigger juggalo than the next person, you know, whatever. Like, from what I understand about juggalos, it's not supposed to be about that. It's supposed to be, you know, like, dude, we're different. I'm an outcast, you know, let's embrace each other. That's what I get from that whole Juggalo movement. My thoughts on ICP. There's some songs, you know, that you catch me bobbing my head to, you know. I like some of their music. I mean, but there's some of it that, like, I'm just like, you know, I'm not a gigantic ICP fan. Like that song Miracles, I'm not, like, I think that song is stupid. But they do have some songs that I do like, you know, so they're hit or miss with me, you know. I don't hate them, but I'm not like, they're not, you know, one of my favorite rap groups of all time, you know. It's, you know, but I do fuck with Twisted. Those are my dudes. Those dudes write some ill ass music, and every time they have a CD, I go out and cop it. And I love their shit, you know. I first got into them back in 2000 when Freak Show came out, and then I started collecting everything. I even went back and got Most Tasteless. I'm still trying to get the OG version of Most Tasteless, but yeah, Twisted, I fuck with Twisted. Jamie Madrox, and Monoxide Child. Those are my fucking dudes, you know. They write some ill material, shit that I could relate to, and that's about it. And am I a juggalo? I mean, I guess I have the juggalo mindset, but I don't go around, you know, with the whole face paint and shit. You know, I do respect it, but it's just not my thing, you know what I mean? So I guess I answered those questions. I hope I answered those questions. You know, if you're a fan of Kottonmouth Kings, I guess pick it up, support the movement. Yeah, so that's it. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe, alright, bitches? One love.